Hello, everybody. It is I, your greatest host of all time, Michael Garza. Now, you're probably wondering, what am I doing here? What are you doing here? Welcome to the show. We're back. We're live. We're roasting your favorite crypto. This is a new segment. This is a new series that we're doing live. And the first one that we're roasting is the all-time, I guess you consider it the greatest of all time, Bitcoin. Now, we all know that I believe all cryptocurrencies are a Ponzi scheme, and I could profile all of these cryptos. But we'll start with the OG, right? And obviously we know the OG. And who is that? Who's the OG? Bitcoin, my ClickCoin. Uh-oh. Hold on. Okay. All right, so I'm cooking some chili and eggs. All at the same time. It's a pretty good meal. Okay, welcome to the show, everybody. We are back. We're live. We're large. We're in charge, I think. We're getting this rolling. Don't wanna be a loner anymore. Put you on my wish list. And by your name. What up, dude? So we're am I queso? No, I like eating queso. Absolutely. Okay, so what's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Like OMG. So many people, man.
Laugh out loud.
So what's up, people?
Laugh out loud.
What are we talking about, man? What are we talking about here? Hold your horses, man. Hold your horses. Nobody 12933 says best of luck for your successful career. Hey, I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, surprisingly. The YouTube channel has really kicked off quite a bit, more than I would have ever expected, and I just appreciate everybody coming in here, being very sexy. But what's up, people? So we're roasting Bitcoin. Now, I know that you guys all love Bitcoin. And look, I think that Bitcoin is ultimately ClickCoin. I think that Bitcoin is a Ponzi scheme, a waste of time, a waste of energy. I have trouble wanting to believe that somehow Bitcoin is the answer to all of our financial woes. And look, I can't believe that. So I got some material I want to share with you guys. We're gonna do the roast of Bitcoin. Okay. I can roast every single crypto out there. In fact, I do plan on roasting as many cryptocurrencies as possible by doing live segments like this. Just like those Comedy Central roasts back in the day. That's right, we're going to roast. We're going to roast your guys' beloved Bitcoin, my Clickcoin. Am I related to Henry? Who is Henry? I'm trying to figure out who Henry is, man. So here's the thing. So I want to welcome you guys to the roast, ladies and gentlemen. I want you to drop your favorite crypto in the chat, and I will personally disrespect it, but Bitcoin, like Bitcoin, Doge, Solana, XRP, I don't really care. If it has a ticker symbol, it's getting cooked tonight. But we're only going to be doing this for about maybe an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. Make sure you guys subscribe if you can. Tap the like button too. I really appreciate it. But more likes we get, the better. It does help the channel grow. I feel like I'm missing something. You guys, what am I missing? Put you on my wish list.
Laugh out loud.
Give me 1 second, you guys. There's a technical issue I gotta fix real quick. Megan Peterson, thank you for the high five, my brony brother. We're gonna roast some cryptocurrencies here in just a few moments. I'm pretty excited. As you all know, I love roasting the world of crypto. I do believe that crypto at the end of the day is grifto. I don't believe in it in any way. To those of you who do, just want to apologize. But Holiday, thank you so much for being a simp subscriber. But Megan Peterson, thank you for that high five for the 100 joules. I really appreciate that big time. Thank you. All right, we're gonna roast cryptocurrency, man. Let's do this. I'm excited. All right, so welcome one, welcome all. Look, I just want to make a disclaimer. This is not financial advice. This is just financial insults, really, at the end of the day. So if you buy anything because of this show, that's on, it's on you, champ. I want to say that right now. I do want to post a product in this stream before we go with the roasting session of Bitcoin. Now, this is primarily we're roasting Bitcoin. But I think we all know that Bitcoin is a scam. We all know that all crypto is a scam. And I kind of want to bring scam awareness to crypto. I think we as a society have become too open to making this, to legitimizing something that's illegitimate, right? To convince an entire society that a lie is the truth. Bitcoin really is the emperor who has no clothes. The emperor who had no clothes. That's the way I see it. Give me a few moments, my brony brothers. I'm gonna take a product in here. Bitcoin, maybe something Bitcoin related. Buy Bitcoin with credit card. That's a book. The Bitcoin price up soon. I can't believe there's a book called Buy Bitcoin with a Credit Card. That is so ridiculous that I almost... Ew. Like, that's just disgusting. I want to roast that book. Why does that book exist? Buy Bitcoin with a... I almost want to share it. You guys will probably buy it, unfortunately. Yeah, but Bitcoin is terrible. In fact, I'm gonna get you guys an actual book here. What's a good book on finance? Let's see. Money Master the Game's great, but I've already shared that with you guys. Money, T. Harv Eker. T. Harv Eker. It's something Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, I believe. T. Harv Eker, Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. Let me look it up. Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. Let's take a look here. Where is the one? Is that the T. Harv Eker version? T. Harv. You guys ever heard of T. Harv Eker, by the way? If you guys haven't, man, he's incredible. I'm actually going to link you to one of his books. It is Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. It's a hell of a book. I honestly can't recommend it enough. So I want to just I'm going to put this one out here because it's better than crypto. Crypto sucks, obviously. All crypto sucks. But T. Harv Eker definitely gets you in the mindset of starting your own business and stuff like that. Now, the business that I started really at the end of the day was just me becoming an excellent swing trader and an excellent long-term investor, excellent YouTuber, and also an excellent delivery driver when I need to be. Yep. So we're going to roast Bitcoin ultimately. As you all know, that I am not a Bitcoin fan at all. I do believe that Bitcoin is the bane of all of our existence, and it's not good. I don't think it's good for anybody's mental health. If anything, I think it's, quite honestly, and you guys are some guys are gonna hate me on this. I think it's really bad for people. I don't think it's good for you. And I've just had a problem with people telling me that it's something it's not. You know, when people tell me it's worth something, I'm like, stop lying to me. I know you're lying to me. Stop it. Anyway, let's see. So I will say this. Bitcoin is like that boomer who discovered tech late, like the first mover advantage. But now it's just digital gold with the personality of a rock. Now, honestly, I don't see it as digital gold. I honestly make fun of people who say it's digital gold. NFTs suck, dude. NFTs suck. Bitcoin sucks. Ethereum sucks. They're all bad. They're all bad for you. Ultimately, Bitcoin is not good. Bitcoin is garbage. Bitcoin is crap. I call it crapto because it is. Bitcoin is crap. And I know that's going to hurt a lot of people's feelings. And my goal isn't to hurt people's feelings, but it's really to save you from financial destitute. By the way, Megan, I want to give a shout out to Megan Peterson, by the way. Megan Peterson 765. Thank you for sending the high five. I really appreciate it, my brony brother. When I read this message, I'll forget I was ever gay. Hell yeah, dude. So Down syndrome Jesus says I collect semen. That's the real gold. Oh my God. Yeah. Okay. So Raging Demon, sure, say that to all the crypto millionaires. You do realize that for every crypto millionaire, there are several people who were stupid enough to get into it, right? So there's always going to be a bag holder. The problem with Bitcoin in all these cryptocurrencies is there's always going to be a bag holder, whether you like it or not. They don't know when to get out, but you do because you're grifting. You're basically Jordan Belfort from The Wolf of Wall Street. So Raging Demon, I want to say this. I'm assuming that you've made a lot of money on Bitcoin. And for the moment, I'll assume that you've made millions of dollars. I look at you the same way I look at Jordan Belfort. I know that you're pumping and dumping hard. So you're a pumper and a dumper. In fact, maybe I should just roast the chat. Raging Demon, you're a pump and dump artist. You're no different than Jordan Belfort, okay? I'm just going to say that right now. You're no different than my home dog, Jordan Belfort. I'm spitting facts. I absolutely am, dude. Honestly, anybody who promotes crypto, I look at them as a Jordan Belfort clone. In fact, you know what Jordan Belfort did back in the day? It isn't that bad now. Honestly, Jordan Belfort could have done what he did back then. He could have done it today and would have got away scot-free, Because the problem is you can pump up. You could pump up stupid things like Bitcoin. right? So you're Raging Demon, you're admitting to being basically a Ponzi scheme artist. You're a pumper and dumper. You a pump and dumper, right? So that's the way I look at you. I don't see a man, I see a pumper and a dumper. Anyway, I'm going to continue to roast Bitcoin, but I do want to thank everybody who subscribed. We just got a butt ton of new subscribers, man. I can't believe it. But yeah, at the end of the day, Bitcoin is Clickcoin, and we all know it. I think we do. I'd like to believe we do, but some people don't, and that's, you know, I feel bad for those people who are not aware of how destitute and terrible the crypto markets really are. Because, dude, at the end of the day, the crypto markets, crypto is grifto. Like I always say, crypto is grifto. Thank you so much for subscribing, Sophia. Make sure you guys tap the like button, though, if you guys can. The more likes we have, the better. But thank you for the nice nose compliment. I appreciate it. I don't get that compliment very much, but I appreciate the compliment on the nose. Thank you, guys. Look, overall, I'm very happy. I'm very, very happy with my bets against Bitcoin, because anytime Bitcoin goes up on a bull run, I'm generally betting against Bitcoin. And I'm going to be eating in front of you guys here in just a second, by the way. So I really want some chili. I made some chili and egg, but I got to roast Bitcoin for a little bit before I eat the chili and the egg. So Bitcoin maxis, I want to say this. So Bitcoin maxis be like, hey, it's the future of money, but nobody actually uses it to buy anything. It's like a trophy girlfriend you never talk to. That's a potential roast right there. So Bitcoin mining, right? Burn a small country's worth of energy. So some guy named Kyle can say he's early 16 years in. That's another thing. So here's the thing, man. Ethereum, another thing you could roast like Ethereum is we're building the world computer. Yeah, cool. If the world computer runs at 5 frames per frickin' second and charges you $60 to click a button. All right, come on, man. Yeah, Ethereum's trash, by the way. So is Bitcoin. ETH is like a software update that never ends. ETH 2.0, merge, surge, purge, verge. Just call it what it is. Please don't leave us for Solana. Look, I won't say the Solana's stupid too. All cryptocurrencies are griftocurrencies. All crypto is grifto at the end of the day. Crypto is grifto. Straight the F up. Crypto is grifto. Hopefully you guys are aware of that. I hope, but maybe we're not at that point. Maybe people don't understand that crypto is grifto. I think you guys are smart enough to get it, though. I would hope that you guys are smart enough to understand that cryptocurrency is trash. Please say that you guys understand that. If you don't, I understand that. I guess, you know, people have fallen for it. But I will say that, yeah, like I said, Solana is that friend who's fun at parties, but always blacks out super fast until it just shuts off. So Solana's slogan should be, number go up, network go down. So it's all ridiculous. Also, XRP, I could roast XRP as well. XRP is the coin for people who think they're beating the system by investing in a coin literally designed for banks. XRP Army been saying any day now for like 8 years. At this point, their hopium is the real utility. So can XRP run off hopium is the question. Maybe. That is a possibility. We have yet to test the levels of hopium in XRP. So we'll take a look at some of the questions here. I'm gonna be kind of selective. I'm not gonna like read every single one of these. Sophia says, I don't believe in cryptocurrency. I mean, it exists. I will say this. Cryptocurrency exists, but it is worthless. I will say that. I don't believe it has value. I believe it exists, but I believe it is valueless. Sophia says, OMG, wait, I came here to troll, but this guy is spitting facts. I always spit facts, my brony brother. When do I not? I'm always spitting the facts, brony. Everybody's jealous, man. They're just like, dude, you spit so many facts. Why are you so badass? And I'm like, I can't help myself. I was born this way, yeah. Ooh, there ain't no other way. Baby, I was born this way. I'm on the right track, baby. I was born this way. I'm going to undo that. There we go. There we go. Sophia says, OMG, I'm going to have to use that now. Crypto is grifto. It absolutely is, dude. Crypto is grifto. Hey, guys, make sure you guys tap the like button, though. We need more likes on this stream. So if you guys tap the like button, it pushes this out to so many different people. I appreciate it big time. Thank you. Let's see. I look like John Pork. No oil, meat into the chili. Da-da-da-da. What do you say? What do you be? What up, Anthony? Make sure you tap the like button, my brony brother. I appreciate it, man. Crypto is garbage, my friend. Absolutely. And then ALL, that's all, brother. Yeah, Lily, feel free to practice your English here. That's totally fine. Major General Tao just gifted a Michael Garza membership. Make sure you tap the like button as well. More likes we get, the better. It does pump up the show to many, 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 many men. Many, 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 many men. So make sure you guys don't forget to tap that like button, though. Thank you so much, Major General Tao, for gifting a Michael Garza gift membership. And Meep 94 received a gift membership from Major General Tao. Hell yeah, dude. Actually, no, I'm going to keep that up for a little bit. Thank you, Major General Tao. Make sure you guys subscribe to my boy. Let's see. Major General Tao. Michael Garza. I'm basically the Michael. I'm like the new Michael Saylor. People have often compared me to Michael Saylor, but in the sense that I look so much like Michael Saylor that I am the anti-Michael Saylor. Hell yeah. Absolutely. It's a hell of a time. So I will say thank you guys for joining the show, though. I really appreciate it. We're getting a hell of a amount of likes. So I'm glad I was able to fix some of the audio issues I was noticing. I did a little bit of research. I also kind of did a few experiments, and I was able to come to the right decibel level for the digital part of this. Major General Tao says Saylor has solved capitalism. In Michael Saylor's dreams, by the way. Michael Saylor has the biggest god complex of all time, dude. That guy gives me the heebie-jeebies. But Michael frickin' Saylor, dude, that guy. Make sure you guys tap the like button, though, if you guys can. The more likes we get, the better. It does push this out to a wider audience, so definitely tap the like button. But thank you for the gifted membership, though. I really greatly appreciate that. But yeah, tap that like button, man. Tap it. So overall, there's plenty of things you could roast Bitcoin on because Bitcoin has no intrinsic value. So therefore, it's a Ponzi scheme. It's a pump and dump scheme. There are so many things you can compare this to. It's actually insane. So pump and dump, Ponzi, MLM scheme, greater fool theory. It subscribes. Cryptocurrencies subscribe to greater fool theory because it is a product that is intrinsically worthless. And I'm not going to do 67 push-ups. I'm not going to say, I'll say it, fine. 6'7", 6'7". Ugh, gross. I don't want to give in to your guys' little memes, your memes. I feel like I'm the modern day, I feel like modern day Tom Green right now. Major General Tao says, which charlatan was Michael Saylor likely to have been in a past life? Let's see. Dude, Michael Saylor is... he might have been... Maybe Michael Saylor was Charles Ponzi in another life. The inventor of the Ponzi scheme was Charles Ponzi, by the way, for those who don't know. But maybe Michael Saylor was maybe Charles Ponzi reincarnated into Michael Saylor. And hey, you know what? Michael Saylor is basically, you could say Michael Saylor's running a Ponzi scheme because he's turned his entire company into a Bitcoin treasury. And since Bitcoin is basically a legal Ponzi scheme, I don't know how Bitcoin is... The fact that they're trying to make it more accepted with the masses is actually kind of disgusting to me, because I guess I just don't understand how a Ponzi scheme can be worth anything. You know what I mean? I think that's the part that kind of freaks me out the most is people taking Bitcoin seriously and saying it has value. That's the part that makes zero sense to me. And but I'm going to eat some chili in front of you guys real quick. I might as well. I appreciate all the likes. Everybody's been, like I said, make sure you guys tap the like button, though. The more likes we get, the better. It does help the channel grow in more ways than one. So please, I beg you. We're getting a lot of subscribers. We're currently at 6,445 subs. The more people hit subscribe, the better. It's really growing and growing and growing. So it's wild how much this channel is growing. It's all thanks to you guys, by the way. I don't do this for nobody. I do it for you guys. I actually enjoy the fact that somebody's on the other line on this. It wants to hear what I have to say when it comes to investing. Investing is important, man. I think investing is more important than your resume, right? So people always say, you should always be ready to look for... Look, I'm always ready to be employable at any time. But at the same time, my portfolio is much more important to me, because my portfolio can't necessarily fire me because I play like a hedge fund. And that's the smartest thing I could do, is play it like a hedge fund, man. Major General Tao says, I actually have some ideas for restructuring the US dollar and backing it on assets. That would be interesting. I mean, are you saying... I think we should go back to the gold standard. I think we should back the US dollar on gold. I mean, we've kind of opened Pandora's box, though. You know what I mean? Like, how do we go back? We've already printed too many dollars. Chicken Tendy says, hey, dog, you remember me? It's your boy, Joe. Oh, hell yeah, dude. If it's the Joe I'm thinking of. My boy that we play basketball and stuff. If it's the same Joe I'm thinking of. Song Jones says, Jaquan DeMarcus Garza, our favorite Oompa Loompa leprechaun.
Laugh out loud.
I killed the bank, Andrew Jackson.
Major General Tao just gave a super chat saying, I killed the bank, quoted by Andrew Jackson. Heck yeah, dude. I'm going to keep that up on there for a bit. That's beautiful. That's wild, man. It's a good quote. I will say, though, for me personally, I invest in stocks. I'm very diversified in the world of stocks. I don't see it any other way. I love real estate investment trusts so much, though. Those are my favorite stocks, because one, it gives me exposure to real estate that is leased out. That's very stimulating to me in a lot of ways. It's very exciting. I have fun with that. All right, I'm gonna eat my chili in front of you guys. Hold on, BRB. Make sure you guys tap the like button though. BRB. So this is chili, chili and rice. No, sorry, chili and egg. My apologies. Really tasty. Chili and rice are pretty good too. All right, let's do this. But yeah, stuff's really good. I enjoy it. Oh yeah, here we go. Down the pipe. Major General Tao says, Garza, how many years into the future do you have policy for? How many years in the future do you think about? So I'm a long-term investor, if that's what you're talking about. I do tend to just stay a long-term investor. 20% of my portfolio is ETFs that I swing trade, but it's only a very select few ETFs that I swing trade. I do have a buy and hold forever mentality. That means I just buy and I hold these assets. I let them grow. I let their dividends grow. And the whole goal is to live off the dividends. That's really the end goal with my long-term portfolio. Now, in the short term, I love swing trading to fund my long-term portfolio because you can play the price fluctuations of a very broad market ETF, like the VT, for example, which I love swing trading, by the way. Random Player 717 says, lol, I was watching that stupid clown last night. He made a lot of money doing Blueface and pepper spray. Dude, he did Blueface? Did he still... Dude, are you talking about Clown TV? I think Clown TV stole my Blueface. Did he use frosting specifically, Random Player? If he used frosting for his blue, oh my God. He stole from me. No, I'm actually very honored. Honestly, the imitation and emulation is a form of flattery in my book. Oh, Nolan just sent a clutch for 30 joules. Thank you, my brony. I appreciate that. Make sure you guys subscribe to Nolan. By the way, you guys see you guys can see Nolan's alias in the upper left-hand corner of the screen. And Nolan also sent a party hat for 20 joules. Thank you, my brony brother. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. You guys are incredible. Don't forget to tap that like button, though. We need as many likes as we can get. The more likes, the better. If we don't tap that like, what are we doing? Random Player 717 says, yeah, he did Blueface after like 1K. He used this weird stick of blue. He cried a lot about it. Never come. You know what's funny? If he made $1,000, if Clown TV made $1,000 in a night, that's actually pretty impressive. So Random Player is saying he cries too much. It affects my gooning, so I come here instead. Random Player, you and your gooning, man. I swear. Let's see. Major General Tao says, Garza, how long into the future does the average American think about? Here's the thing. I think most Americans, we So I'll give you an example of how I live, because I don't really know how too many people live these days, but I have a general idea that we live in an instant gratification culture. So I think most people take it day to day instead of actually preparing for anything. One of the big things for me is I look into the future, but I know that plans can change. So I try to do what I can in the present and try to enjoy the present as much as possible. But I'm working towards a goal, right? And so, I don't know, I try to stay as present as possible, but I try to acknowledge that I need to make things happen in my life. Stocks Family Farm says, I've sold 5 paperback copies of my book so far. That's 1 day since it was released. Oh, hell yeah, dude. What a beast. By the way, is there a link yet? If you can, dude, send me a link via email. Or something like that, so I can at least bookmark it. Because I want to... Hold on. Oh shit, happy poop, yum yum. Happy poop, yum yum. Thank you for Nerf Guy. Thank you so much for the happy poop, yum yum. Also, make sure you guys subscribe to Nolan for sending the party hat and sending the clutch. I appreciate it, big dog. But thank you, Nerf Guy, for sending the happy poop, yum yum. I appreciate it, man. And then we got Random Player says, hashtag respect the goon. And then also got another happy poop from Major General Tao. Thank you so much. Text it to me. Okay, cool. Because I definitely want to try to do a promotion. I want to try to, I'm not going to promote it tonight because I got plans tonight. But on my morning show that I'm doing tomorrow, because I'm planning on getting up very early tomorrow, I'm planning on doing a morning show. It would be fun to promote it for the morning show. And is it just on Amazon, or is it published? Is it going to be on other platforms? And it's okay if it's on Amazon only. But if it's on other platforms, that's cool too, because I want to try to promote this as... Oh, here we go, TJ Stocks. Check this out, you guys. Let's see if I make sure there's no personal information on here. No personal. Okay, cool. So this is my buddy TJ's book. It's on Amazon right now. It's called Little Star, The Diary of Katya Pedrova. It's a fiction book, but it's based on real events. So like actual like historical events. The historical events are accurate, but the character is fictional. You know, the character that TJ wrote. Now, what's really interesting about this book is, I guess a comparison could be like the movie Titanic. Jack and Rose were fictional characters created for the movie Titanic. You could see it in this same way. Obviously, the Titanic was a real event, but the characters portrayed in the movie were fictional. Let's see. But yeah, no, I'm glad I have a link to this. I'm gonna send myself the link via Messenger on so that way I've got easy access to it. Share. How do I share this? Hold on. Trying to figure out how to share shit on here. Okay, there's the share button. Okay. Send this to myself. Sending it to myself. That way I've got an easy link to it. That's cool. Heck yeah. But I am interested. I'm going to try to read it when I can. I know that I do have a copy of it that TJ sent me, which is really cool. I may even read a couple entries from it, actually, during a live video. I do want to promote the book for like maybe about an hour or two on a live stream. I think that would be really cool. I think it would get the word out for the book itself, which would be nice. But now we're here to roast Bitcoin primarily, though. But if anybody's interested in the book, though, like I said, TJ put it down on there. Where did TJ put it? Actually, maybe I should just type it out in the chat for you guys. Hold on. Just in case. There we go. I'll type it out real quick here. Little star. The diary of Katya Petrova by T.J. Stocks. Oh, we got Major General Tao just subscribe to Stocks Family Farm. Make sure you guys do the same, though. Stocks is the man, dude. But yeah, the book is called Little Star, The Diary of Katya Petrova by TJ Stocks. Make sure you guys check it out, honestly. I think Amazon lets you read the first few pages, too, which is even cooler. So if you guys are curious about it, that's really neat, man. I like that there's paperback and there's a ebook version of this too, which is really cool. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Eating some chili and egg real quick. What up, Chillis Toad? Chillis Toad is back, dude. My boy. How you doing, my man? Good to see you. So, I put an egg in some chili. It's always really good. I haven't done it in a while. And then, let's see. But yeah, Stocks Family Farm says, the first entry don't want you to read more than I feel. Yeah. See, ebooks can sell a lot if you keep promoting. Yep. Good to see you, Mr. Chill Toad. Hell yeah, dude. It's good to see you, bro. Ooh, Google Accountant also subscribed to Stocks Family Farms channel. Hey, anybody who's on here, man, subscribe to Stocks, dude. Dude's an author. Dude's a Renaissance man in modern times in a lot of ways. Which is beautiful, by the way. He's a Renaissance man. So make sure you guys, and I say that as the highest compliment, man. I think if anybody can be a Renaissance man in this era of distraction, I commend you. So that's the way I look at TJ, man. The fact that I can write, but not very well. I can't write a whole book. I mean, maybe I can if I really tried, but seeing a guy like TJ kick some ass and write some good literature, I love it, man. Hell yeah. I definitely want to do a live book promotion, though. Obviously, I won't read the whole book during the live stream because I want people to actually buy the book. But what I want to do, though, is read at least maybe the first entry, as I don't want to read, like I said, I don't want to spoil the book either. So what I plan on doing is maybe reading some parts of it, but only the beginning, man. Stocks Family Farm says Renaissance man equals 2025 redneck. I love it, dude. Yeah, Google Accountant. So Stocks Family Farm does a lot of, so when he live streams, his live streams are more intelligent than mine because he actually interviews people. So he'll go to the anti-Trump protests and he'll actually interview the anti-Trump people. And what's really neat is he actually asks really good questions. He does his research, and where I'm just there to just see, honestly, I'm there for commentary of how the movement is looking. I try not to approach anybody because I feel like I might be a little too intimidating to people. I'm kind of, I'm kind of built like a refrigerator, so I'm afraid that people are going to think that like I'm going to try to tackle them or something. So I try not to approach people. If people approach me, I'm like, oh, hell yeah. For the most part. Renaissance man. It's pretty pimp. Google accountant says the area looks very rural. Yep. So he lives, TJ lives in a very, like it's Allegheny. Allegheny's quite gorgeous, actually. Allegheny's fucking gorgeous, actually. It's a beautiful place. Oh, it's too good. Yep. Yeah, right now I'm renting, so that's a good thing at least. Surprisingly, my rent's not too high, but my place is pretty tiny. It's not like a very big place. I guess you could say mine's kind of the equivalent of like, I guess you could say I kind of have like, it's not really a townhouse per se, but it's more like a, I'll just say that luckily my rent's low and I've invested quite a bit to where my dividends pay for a lot of my liabilities. I'll just say that, luckily. I wouldn't mind having my own land, though. I really wouldn't mind. It's just finding land at a good price. I mean, I guess land will always go up overall. Even if you have land with nothing on it, right? I could be a strategic land buyer. I could do that and hold on to the land for a certain amount of time, even try to live on it somehow. That'd be a fascinating thing to do. But for the time being, though, the best thing I could really do is just rent, Well, Pog Whisperer says oh my God. Scrotum looks like an upside down heart. What? I think she's serious, dude. Major General Tao. Yeah. Google accountant says I can't be landlocked. No way. That is one of the reasons why I love investing in stocks, because they're productive assets, but I don't have to be that involved in my portfolio. For the most part, I mean, I am involved in my portfolio, but only to a very small degree. I got to clean up. My camera's not focusing very well. Hold on. I got to wipe the camera down a little bit. I might be in the market for a new camera, though. The camera itself, it's not like it's overheating per se, but I think that this camera is reaching the end of its life cycle. It's a good camera. I've had it for about roughly 4 years already, which is crazy. What percentage of income do I put into index funds? As honestly, I don't really count, but really if I have extra money, so I have a baseline for my checking account. I try to make sure I have at least $10,000 in my checking account at all times. It's kind of like my gas gauge on how well I'm doing financially. And then in my brokerage account, I try to have at least $10,000, roughly $10,000 available readily to use in swing trading. And then the rest of my portfolio, in my actual portfolio, is just buy and hold. I never sell it. So a lot of my swing trading profits as well go to long-term investments. But I have a very specific buy low, sell high strategy when it comes to swing trading. And I swing trade very safe, broad market ETFs. I don't swing trade single stocks. I don't swing trade penny stocks. In fact, if anything, I try to discourage that. I think swing trading individual stocks, unless it's like the safest stock you can imagine, like maybe Coca-Cola, maybe Realty Income, even those are bound by potential fluctuation, right? So you can't just guarantee that it will eventually go up. Now, you can never really guarantee that anything's going to go up in value, but I feel very safe swing trading the VT, for example. Swing trading the Vanguard Total World Index is a great deal for me because it allows me so much freedom and opportunity. That's the way I look at it, at least. But yeah, I'll have a great night, Mr. TJ. I appreciate you coming in here, man. I'll try to promote that book, though. Dude, I'm excited, dude. Excited. I like promoting products, especially if I know the person, you know. TJ's cool, you guys. Like TJ's one of those artists that you want to support, dude. Also, if you guys can't buy the book, that's okay. At least subscribe to his channel. Like I said, it's at Stocks Family Farm right there. At Stocks Family Farm. Make sure you guys subscribe to him because I think, honestly, TJ's a more interesting dude when it comes to. Honestly, I think he's more intelligent in the way he goes about things. I think that more people should subscribe to him, and if I lost viewers to him, I'd be way okay with that, by the way. That's well deserved. But yeah, no, TJ's an amazing dude, so make sure you guys subscribe and like any of his videos, like all of his videos and stuff, and that really I want to boost him up in the algorithm is what I'm trying to do, ultimately. At least it's what I'm trying to make happen. Random Player says they should have some kind of one-handed typing Olympics. I think I'd come third at least. That would be interesting to have a one hand, just like people typing one-handed and making that an Olympic sport. That'd be funny. With all the whacked out Olympic sports, I wouldn't be surprised if typing in general became an Olympic sport. That'd be hilarious. I'd laugh my ass off, man. That'd be great. Holy shit. Major General Tao says, nice. I'm buying only VT now, but I have VT and QQQ. When I think Bitcoin is at a bottom, I'll start buying Doge. So then it'll be Doge and VT. Swing trading Doge for VT. Here's the thing, man. I think that Dogecoin is intrinsically worthless. And once all the crypto markets crash, and by the way, not financial advice, but I firmly believe that eventually that all cryptocurrencies are going to go the way of the NFT. People realize that NFTs are worthless, and they're starting to realize that all cryptocurrencies are worthless, right? And it's no secret, but everybody on the internet, like all these morons on Reddit, are trying to convince people otherwise. They're trying to convince people that a lie is the truth, and for that, it makes me sick. I hate seeing that because we all know that Bitcoin isn't worth anything. I think we all know that, and that would be funny, though, if typing was like an Olympic sport somehow. I don't know how that would even happen, but it'd be funny. What do I think of WLD? I don't even know what that is, dude, but I'll look it up. What is WLD? Oh, it looks like it's a crypto. Let's take a look. I'm assuming this is... Okay, it's World Coin Token. So WLD Crypto is a native token for World Coin. A project co-founded by OpenAI's Sam Altman, aiming to build a global privacy-preserving digital identity and financial network using iris scans via device called Orbs to create unique world IDs proving users are human online to fight AI bots. What tokens used? I don't know. It looks cool, but I don't think it's worth anything. I mean, it's cool. I like the fact that the biometric data is converted into a cryptographic hash to protect identity. But at the same time, I'm also not like all for this either. I don't know. I think the technology is fascinating, and I like the fact that they're creating like a decentralized digital identity and financial network using iris scans. I really think that's cool because using eye scans, that's very fascinating. But at the same time, I don't know. We'll have to see what the results are. I mean, hey, if it works, it works. That's all that matters. That's really innovative technology, though. I love looking at these technologies. I'm grateful that we live in a time where people can create such cool stuff. You know what I mean? I love it. Random player, I have a pretty good idea of why you're using one hand. I have a pretty good idea. Not Cammed says, what is your opinion on furries? Not much of an opinion. Furries do what they do. It's an interesting fandom that I am not planning on ever really joining. So I try not to think about them, but I do call you guys my furry brony brothers for pure comedy purposes. But yeah, no, I really don't think about the furry community at all. That's what a furry would say. I used to have Bitcoin Club in 2016. We had, oh, that's right. I remember you telling me about this, Major General Tao. It's kind of interesting, but yeah, I will say, I'm glad to be the anti-Bitcoin guy. I have a feeling that this channel is becoming more and more known. I'm basically going to be the face of the anti-crypto movement. Not that, by the way, I'm not against crypto existing. I'm against crypto being valued at anything above $0. That's what I'm against. I want to make that very clear. I'm okay with cryptocurrency existing. I just don't think it's going to replace money, and I don't think it should replace money. Because anything with an intrinsic value of 0 eventually goes to 0. So I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of it. I really do think that ultimately, I think it's good to have things that are physical. And yet, you know what? People in the chat, call me an old man, call me whatever you want. I would rather have gold and silver than Bitcoin. I'd rather have gold and silver. Absolutely. I have to say, if we're going to go by asset class, what is my top ranked asset classes? So number one for me, it's always stocks. Basically, stock ownership is company ownership. So I will always, at the end of the day, be a stocks guy, a buy and hold stocks guy. My second favorite asset class is definitely commodities, like precious metals mainly, like gold and silver. That's my number two. At number three, we have, what's the other one? Here's the thing. Real estate's at number three for me. To be honest, though, real estate can actually be a productive asset. And since I do prefer productive assets, I'm going to move real estate into the number 2 slot. And then at number 3, I'm actually going to put gold and silver as my number 3. Now, everything else besides the top 3, I barely get into. Like, I'm not really into bonds, but I would probably put bonds at number 4. Oh, my dad's at home. He's chilling out at home. Let's see. Random player says a furry would say, ew. So you're, oh God. DJ Santee says, lol. A furry would say, are you proximity? Chow, jeez. Major General Tao says, I've been in Bitcoin since 2016 and I'm anti-crypto, but it will go up a lot. I don't know, man. Yeah, I'm just not a believer, man. I'm not a believer in Bitcoin, bro. But make sure you guys tap the like button, though. The more likes we get, the better. It does help the channel grow in more ways than one. So I appreciate it all. Big time. Big time. trading. OMG. What the? DJ Sandy says lol random. But yeah, make sure you guys tap the like button, though. The more likes we get, the better. The puts us out on the YouTube algorithm quite a bit. We've gotten 17 in under an hour. That's wild. That's a wild amount, man. So I want to say I appreciate you guys big time. Just a few more likes and we're almost to 20. Hell yeah. And dude, we've been getting a lot of subscribers too. I can't believe it. The more lives we do, the more live videos we do, the more successful this channel becomes. And I love it. Google Accountant is saying cash is king. No. Cash is awful. Stocks. This is not financial advice, by the way. Entertainment, educational purposes only. But cash at the end of the day isn't truly backed by anything valuable, right? Rich people know this. Wealthy people know this. I shouldn't say rich people don't know this. Wealthy people do, though. And there's a difference between the two, by the way. Wealthy people understand that assets are the real money, right? That cash is a currency, but assets are the real money, productive assets specifically. Rich people like Warren Buffett, Charlie Munger, all those big rich guys, right? All the big wealthy guys, I should say, what they do is they invest in stocks. They invest in real estate. Preferably real estate investment trusts, because you could be really hands off. I prefer to be very hands off with my investments, mainly because I'm heavily diversified and I'm very selective about a lot of the stuff I get into. But I still remain diversified. That's the whole point. Hell yeah, Major General Tao. You do what you got to do, brother. You do what you got to do, man. Give me a few moments, then I'm going to finish up the rest of this. Hey, thank you guys for tapping the like button, by the way. Appreciate it. I got to eat a little bit of chili. Random player just sleeps all day. The miners pay for everything. Big screens. Hell yeah. DJ Santy says, what about vibranium? That worth anything? I have tons. What? Is that another crypto? My main motto is, if it's crypto, it's grifto, man. It's a pump and dump. That's my motto, dude. If it's crypto, it's a pump and dump. That's the most likely cause, man. Tim Smith, my boy, dude, says investing news. Pokemon card thefts are on the rise. Uh-oh. You know what that means, you guys? Protect your Pokemon. Protect your Pokemons, all right? Protect it. Oh, God. Google Accountant says, it depends on how much money you have, Garza. A lot of rich people keep large portion of their portfolio in cash. Buffett specifically. 4% a year on millions is six-figure safe return. Here's the thing. I like to keep an okay portion in cash. Like I said, I actually keep a lot of money to the side in my portfolio because I do swing trade the VT. Now, I do have a certain ratio between cash and VT, because if VT dips, I'm buying more VT. If VT goes up, I'm selling VT for profit, right? I'm deliberately playing the fluctuation and volatility to score a profit, right? And those profits, obviously, I use to fund my portfolio long term, because you can make money off just about any form of volatility if you're smart about it. You just don't need to go all in. Right? So many people have this all-in mentality, and I think it's the worst mentality. I am very much a trickle guy. I trickle my way in. It's like the old saying, change is good, slow change is good, rapid change is bad. You want to change slowly. You want to get in slowly. You don't want to rush in, right? Only fools rush in, is the old saying. Now, I take advantage of whatever volatility I can get. I'm consistently swing trading, man. I love it. Now, like I said, 80% of my portfolio is buy and hold. 20, sometimes it gets up to 30, depending. 20 to 30% of it is swing traded. Yeah, I know that it's a way. Actually, it's funny. I do have MSTY in my portfolio, but I only got one share because I don't really trust it that much. K-pop, you want entries AI. Mining seems fun. I would consider mining Doge if I buy some land out of the desert. Mine Bitcoin, although Doge is okay. It seems steady. Script miners. Let's see. Vanguard has some great treasury bond ETFs now. Here's the thing, Major General Tao. I don't trust treasury bonds at all. I mean, I have exposure to treasury bonds through the various bond ETFs that I own, but I really don't believe in bonds. I'm just going to put it that way. I don't believe in bonds. They're not very inflation proof, and that's what scares me the most is the lack of inflation proofing. That really matters to me. If it isn't inflation proof, I'm not interested. I really ain't. It's got to be inflation proof, man. If it ain't inflation proof, I don't know what to do. Oh, yeah. BRB. One moment. How do I feel about the creator of Bitcoin? I think I think it's a group of people, but let's say for the sake of argument that it is an individual. I think that on an individual basis, I'd like to believe that the creator of Bitcoin probably did it with goodness in his heart. I don't think he was intending on creating Ponzi's currencies. But like most, it's so funny. Like most brilliant software people, Satoshi Nakamoto obviously is a great software developer. We don't know who he is. But I don't think, like a lot of these software types don't understand what real money is. Doesn't understand what real value is. So I think when he created it, he had the pipe dream of making this digital money. But really, in all reality, it's digital phony money. It's not real. And what Satoshi created at the end of the day was just was fake money. Satoshi ended up unintentionally, ironically enough, creating fiat currency. Because at the end of the day, it is fiat, right? There's nothing really truthfully there's nothing that backs Bitcoin. It's in a lot of ways, Bitcoin is no different than the dollar. They're both valueless pieces of trash, and they need to be perceived in that way. It just doesn't have any intrinsic value, man. I don't know what to tell you. But no, I appreciate your guys' enthusiasm, though. I really do. Dude, Lord Black. Okay, so here's the thing, dude. I know that you like calling it a store of energy that can be moved. In all actuality, it's a decentralized ledger, and nothing actually gets moved. Things just get added to the ledger. That's all Bitcoin really is at the end of the day. It's as simple as that. And the irony about Bitcoin is it's not a store of energy. First off, it's a waste of energy. I'm going to say this right now. Bitcoin is a net negative to society, and it has no intrinsic value. Therefore, every effort to mine Bitcoin is a waste of processing power. A pure waste of processing power. It is a Ponzi scheme straight up. Major General Tao says, in your spare time, look up Benjamin Franklin on paper money in the colonies. It pretty much explains Bitcoin. Yeah, so here's the thing. Bitcoin is a waste of energy. All cryptocurrency is. Anybody who mines it, I mean, obviously hopefully you're able to get some money out of the deal. I will say this, though. If you need to heat your home in the wintertime, I mean, if you have a few rigs and you're mining Bitcoin, you could use that to replace your heater. Kind of pay for your heating bill, at least. Google accountant is asking, do you have a chip on your shoulder from seeing others get rich off Bitcoin over the years? So not really, because I've actually made a lot of money myself by betting against Bitcoin. And I got into Bitcoin really early. So in a lot of ways, I never sold my holdings of Bitcoin, but I realized that Bitcoin was a bubble. And I bought Bitcoin when I was stupid and naive and younger. Now that I'm older and obviously a little more educated on Bitcoin, the more I understood Bitcoin, the more I realized, holy shit, this is a glorified MLM. This is a glorified pump and dump. Pump and dump, dude. That's all it is. Bitcoin is trash. And I know that's going to burst a lot of people's bubbles that they live in. And I know that a lot of you guys probably hang out on Reddit and say that Bitcoin's so cool and Bitcoin's so sexy. But at the end of the day, dude, Bitcoin is not sexy. It's not good for the environment. I think it's a net negative to society. I think it's also really inefficient when it comes to processing the transactions. Nothing's really even being moved. Rodolfo, I think buying gold at any time, if you're going to be long term about it, if you're going to be swing trading, if you're going to be day trading gold prices, then I think that's a bad idea. But if you're going to be a long-term gold investor, then sure, gold at any price is a good buy, in my opinion. Not financial advice for entertainment, educational purposes only. Keep that in mind. I have to hodl. No, dude, Bitcoin, look at, by the way, I respect everybody in my chat who does like Bitcoin. I really do respect you guys. But don't let Bitcoin be your identity. All right? And if this offends anybody, I mean, I don't think I'm wrong. If I offend you, I'm not wrong. As the old saying goes, just because you're offended doesn't make you right? So, dude, I would love to see Bitcoin go below 40,000, dude. Bitcoin deserves to crash. It's phony baloney dildo money, dude. In fact, out of anything that deserves to crash, it is Bitcoin. Hey, random player, I think that's great. I really do. I think that's actually pretty dope. Garza praying. No, I'm not trying to prey on anybody's downfall. If anything, I'm giving people kind of a warning about the future. That the equation goes, anything with an intrinsic value of 0 eventually goes to 0. So it is a smart idea to be aware of that. In so many ways. You got to be aware of that, man. Hold on. Major General Tao says, proof of work is work, bro. You are providing a service in mining. Yeah, so you may be providing a service, but if you're providing a service for a worthless product, there's a problem there. I mean, for now, people are thinking it's worth something because everybody's gambling that it's going to keep going up. But at the end of the day, man, I've made some bucks. I'll tell you that. I made some bucks betting against Bitcoin, and people don't realize it, but like that's been more profitable for me, is playing the volatility of Bitcoin, but playing it the other way, right? So when I'm betting against Bitcoin, I'm swing trading a leveraged ETF that bets against Bitcoin in many ways. So betting against Bitcoin's been probably one of the best things overall. At least for me. I mean, yeah, you're running a business, but I mean, sure, Random Player is running a business to some degree, and Random Player could be considered a sole proprietor. Google account, that's a funny comment, man. I love that. That's hilarious. Oh, man, that's killing me, dude. You know, I can understand if people want to call it a collectible, sure. If people, I could see it as a digital collectible, yeah. I could see it being that. Why not? For sure. But, you know, I still can't get on board with the whole idea that it's somehow a currency of some kind. I can't jump on that bandwagon, dude. I just can't. And, you know, I mean, if people really want to jump on that bandwagon, you know, fine, but I still think it's a weird hill to die on. You know what I mean? I still think that cryptocurrency in itself is just so bloody useless. It's just so bloody useless, and I don't get it. I mean, here's the thing. I think the thing is, the more I understand cryptocurrency, the more I despise it. It's because I realize just how worthless it is, and that's the rub. Is when you find out something is totally worthless and you find that, you know, people are making money off the Ponzi scheme. I mean, if people are, they are. And, you know, it's just the way it goes. By the way, did Chillis Toad sent a disco ball earlier and I missed it? Oh, no way, dude. I just realized Chillis Toad sent a disco ball earlier. Can we give a shout out to Chillis Toad for sending a disco ball and I didn't even frickin' see it? What the hell? I'm going to actually type that in the chat. Let's give a shout out to Chillis Toad, by the way. That's what Chillis Toad did earlier. I love giving shout outs where I can. Appreciate that, dog. So I just want to let you guys know that earlier, Chillis Toad actually sent us a laughing disco for 250 joules. That was really cool. And he also sent a happy poop earlier. Also, thank you, Nerf Guy, by the way, for kicking butt and sending me some stuff. I appreciate you, dog. Yeah, everybody's been so chill. Everybody's been so kind. I appreciate it. Yeah, Toad probably isn't in the chat at the moment, but that's okay. I still want to give him a shout out though, because I want people to recognize, you know, he's kind enough to send some virtual gifts. I think that's pretty pimp, man. I do actually like this whole virtual gift thing on YouTube. It's kind of fun. It's entertaining. I like seeing all the little different things, and I think it's cool because it gets people kind of more involved, you know. And that's kind of neat. Gets people more involved in their own way. Major General Tao says if you're mining in the U.S., you can be easily tracked down if you actually make money. Just a heads up. Well, here's the thing. Major General Tao, I mean, they can track based on the wallet. You know, they could see how many that you're getting Bitcoins, you're getting Satoshis, or whatever. Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty trackable, unfortunately. So I don't understand why anybody would be like, you know, there are some people who are just so gung-ho about it, and I don't understand why people are so gung-ho about like cryptocurrency in general. It just doesn't make any sense. Even like Bitcoin, I still believe that, I mean, not just believe, I just know the transactions are so bloody slow. Like, I don't get it, man. Yeah, based on your wallet and IP. Yep. So yeah, those things can be very trackable, and that's the thing, man. Like I just don't. I prefer not. I mean, like getting tracked sucks, dude. Privacy matters. You don't want Big Brother spying on you. It's just not good. It's not good at all. Because like guys like George Orwell warned about stuff like this. Government spying on their own people. It's messed up. You don't want that, man. You just don't want that. What if I'm wrong? What if I wear a man thong? What if I wear a man thong today? What if I wear? What if I wear? Oh, okay, anyway, we're gonna stop talking. We're gonna stop talking about man thongs. We're gonna talk about why Bitcoin sucks, why crypto sucks in general, right? And there's so many reasons. One, it has no intrinsic value. You know, it's funny. Random player, I am curious. So I know some things about Bitcoin mining. Some things. Do you actually use a VPN? When you're mining, do you use like, because I don't know, so there's some aspects about the Bitcoin mining process that I don't know. So when you're mining, can you actually use a VPN? I know that all the processes and stuff, all the proof of work things are done in the computer itself through the processor, right? But like when you're doing Bitcoin mining, though, can you still mask your IP using a VPN? Because that would probably be the most brilliant way to do it if you're looking to not get tracked, at least. Okay, so you do use like a VPN or some sort of proxy server. That's cool. Well, yeah, I think that, well, I mean, here's the thing. If you are using a VPN, though, especially if you're using multiple layered VPNs, it would be tougher. I could see that. I could see that being a tougher thing. I mean, me personally, I just, I make money off betting against Bitcoin, so I use an ETF that does it all, that basically does it all for me. And it makes taxes a lot easier, though. Pretty much, one of the reasons my taxes are so easy to do is because my entire portfolio is basically in a couple brokerage accounts. That's it. It makes my life so much easier. What? Taylor Maggard said, damn, just heard Philip Rivers tour as a key. No way. No way. Let me look that up. Philip Rivers. Let's take a look at the news here. I'm not seeing anything, man. Monero might be. Yeah, I mean, no. How do I think about death? Oh, no, it'll come eventually. I'm not looking forward to it, but I'm also, I think it's good to embrace it in a lot of ways. I think it's good to accept that it's going to happen. Some people do act like they're going to live forever. Do I know what's after this? I don't know. But I do know that I really enjoy like doing this, and I know if I can help people, it makes it all worthwhile. Am I hedging against death? I don't know. I mean, I guess in a lot of ways maybe, but... Yeah, I could see that. I do believe somehow I'm a spiritual being. The question is, do I have a soul? Do we have a soul? I've actually, had some encounters with, you could say spirits. And it's real. Oh. Respawn, huh? Well, you're probably talking about reincarnation, eh? Heck yeah. What's going on? This live welcome from Amsterdam, dude, the Netherlands. Hell yeah. Welcome to the show, Max. This show is all about all sorts of things, man. We talk about everything from, I don't know. I think we talk mainly about investing, obviously. That's one of our major things. We enjoy investing. We enjoy long-term investing specifically. It's one of the main things we talk about on this channel, and one of the things I pride myself on is encouraging people to diversify early, especially if you're just starting. Don't get into individual stocks too early. I mean, you can eventually, but I think it's a good idea. Not financial advice, by the way, but it's a good idea to invest early. And diversify early, I should say, when you're investing. Spreading out your risk is probably one of the smartest things you could do. Garza's chair is a high level, bro. Well, I appreciate that, you guys. I appreciate that. My chair is... You don't want to become my chair. I tend to fart in this thing, and that's pretty much it. Oh. I'm always farting in this chair, dude. Hells to the yeah. Yes. It's a high level, bro. I know. You're getting there. You're getting to the point, man. You're getting to that point. Yeah. But yeah, no, I'm having fun with this, though. Make sure you guys tap the like button, though. The more likes we get, the better. It does help the channel grow in more ways than one. So, just make sure you tap that like button. Yeah, overall, though, I could trash on Bitcoin all day. Like I said, I think that crypto is terrible. I don't think crypto is good for the environment. I think that it's all a waste of energy. I think the crypto markets are extremely fake as well. I think that the values that they put on the cryptocurrencies is just beyond garbage, you know. I'm gonna have more chili real quick. I'm making a mini chili sandwich. Ah, tasty. Well, it sounds like Random Player's been doing this for years, though. You know, so Random Player probably has a pretty good track record of keeping it all down low. So good. Oh, so good. So tasty. So good. Oh, yeah. That was tasty. Oh, shit, yeah, I got a system update, man. Hell yeah, whatever you guys are doing, you know, if you guys are successful, good on you. But I do believe that cryptocurrency fundamentally is intrinsically worthless. And I think it's probably the best warning I could give people, you know? Save people from a lot of hardship and a lot of grief. You know, especially, you know, I try to understand the mentality of the Bitcoin mafia, is what I like to call them. I try to understand the appeal to Bitcoin, but I when I was younger, I thought it was cool and that was an interesting concept, and I love software, I really do. But I can't just be blindly behind something that clearly doesn't have any intrinsic value, and that's my biggest issue with it. Is the lack of intrinsic value. It's a problem, man. All right. Well, I probably won't be on here for too much longer. I'll probably be ending the stream here in a little bit, but I'll stay on for probably about 10 more minutes, though. If anybody's got any questions or has any additional gifts they want to throw my way, show on the screen, get a little bit of social recognition. Or if you guys want to become a channel member, that's fine too. Xander, feel free to tell a joke, brother. Major General Tao says, let's see. Mex is saying someone clip some ASMR from this. Yeah, I mean, some good ASMR from this, man. Yeah, you get some good clips. Oh god, it's that UWU thing. Oh no. The Wii U or whatever the hell it is. Oh boy. You guys are very you guys in the chat are very interesting, I'll tell you. It's enjoyable. Doing this show is a very enjoyable experience. But yeah, at the end of the day, I'm always going to be the anti-crypto channel. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Thank you so much for joining in, Major General Tao. I appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, brother. Oh, another one of those weus or ew or however you say it. Maybe I'm getting old. Yeah, I'm getting old. Ooh-woo, that's what it is. Ooh-woo. Is that what you guys are saying is the ooh-woo? Oh, you guys are all doing the ooh-woo. I don't even know what that means. What does ooh-woo mean? Like, is it like some anime? I feel like it's some weird anime thing. It's like some weeaboo thing. Is that a weeb thing? Ooh-woo. Oh, good lord, man. Ashton Bean says ooh-woo. Everybody's saying ooh-woo, man. Everybody's just saying ooh-woo. I don't understand it. Maybe I'm the old man in the room. I'm clearly the old man in the room. Make sure you guys tap the like button if you can. Also, subscribe and scribe as well. We need more simps. And we need more pimps. It's some cringe anime shit. I kind of figured. Ooh-woo. Ooh-woo. Happy poop. Ooh-woo. Happy poop. Ooh-woo. I need to start doing the ooh-woo after receiving happy poops. Happy poop. Ooh-woo. Happy poop. Ooh-woo. Happy poop. Ooh-woo. Happy poop. Happy poop. Happy poop. Ooh-woo. Oh, God. That's so terrible. Oh, this is getting gay. I'm not going to adopt anybody. I'm not adopting you guys. I'll talk to you guys on the chat, but I ain't adopting you guys, no. Oh, man. Happy poop, ooh-woo. Happy poop, ooh-woo. Oof. Castle Knight, I have zero clue what you're talking about. We're living in clown world, man. We're living in clown world. No, don't do the ooh-woo, please. Don't do ooh-woo. Don't do that. Please don't do ooh-woo. Anything but ooh-woo. I'm not doing any frosting brows tonight, you guys. Sorry about that. This is going to be the last stream. I only did one stream today, but this is going to be the only stream for today. But no, I'm not doing any frosting brows. Everybody wants me to do frosting brows, I swear. I love it. I appreciate the enthusiasm, but my goodness. So many ooh-woos. Just remember, you guys, super chats are read first, so. We got TTS, by the way. Text to speech. Google accountant says rate cut had the market acting funny today. I will say this. I think the rate cut was already expected, and I think it was priced into the market. So the problem is, I feel like it was one of those sell the news sorts of days, right? So when the rumor happened that there was going to be a third straight rate cut, a lot of people were like, okay. So I think what happened, and this is my personal opinion here, because it was the third straight rate cut, you know, it's pretty predictable that was going to happen. You know, I think a lot of people could see the writing on the wall. So I think that the rate cut was already priced in to the current market price, that people were already pricing that in previously. Now, I do believe that a lot of investors were selling the rumor. No, sorry, selling the news itself that that rate cut actually happened. It's possible they might have been expecting more of a rate cut. Who knows? But there is the news that there may not be too many more rate cuts for a while. And, I mean, money is still ridiculously cheap to borrow right now. So, borrowing money in this type of environment's not bad. So a lot of opportunities overall, from what I could tell. But yeah, I tend to swing trade like indexes like the VT, for example, but I buy and hold every other ETF pretty much. I got like 3 ETFs that I swing trade specifically. Specifically, I'll give you guys my insights. It's not financial advice or anything, but I do swing trade the SCHH, and I also swing trade the what's the other one? Oh, criminy, the SCHH, SBIT, and then the VT. Most of my weightings is in the VT though. Most of my weighting for the swing trades is in the VT. I love swing trading that volatility because I feel very comfortable swing trading the volatility of a global index. It's incredible. And I always see it to be a real opportunity more than anything. Ooh woo. I'll do more ooh woos. If you guys give me super chats, I'll ooh woo. Ooh woo. Ooh woo. Ooh woo. Right. That's pretty funny. ET's like, I don't want to hear you. Ooh woo. Happy poop. Ooh woo. Happy poop. Ooh woo. Instead of saying happy poop yum yum, I'm going to be like, happy poop. Ooh woo. Happy poop. Ooh woo. Oh, that's terrible, dude. That is terrible. There are some things that happen on the internet where I'm just like, this is the cringiest garbage. And I don't know what's happening, man. I just don't know. I don't get it. I don't want to get it. I don't trust it. You know, I haven't been on LinkedIn in a while. Let's take a look and see what's happening on the grifter world of LinkedIn. Yeah, LinkedIn sucks. We'll sign in with this one. I love how many, like... I love how many people, all these bots message me on LinkedIn. So much garbage. Ryu! Man Mango is gay. What is Man Mango? I'm not doing a bed stream tonight, man. I might. They call me Witty. P. Diddy, They call me Witty with that Diddy party. Everybody get down, 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 everybody get down at that Diddy party. Everybody get down, everybody get down, everybody get down at that Diddy party. Oh. We're gonna hang out with Diddy. And we're gonna hang out with Witty. We're gonna hang out with you all at the Pony Village Mall. Everybody get down, everybody get down, everybody gonna hang out with Diddy. And then they're gonna hang out with Witty. Oh shit, dude. The crypto markets, the grifto markets are crashing, I think. I love it when crypto crashes. Here's the thing, man. For all the people who believe in crypto, it is the ultimate grift. It's sad that people don't necessarily realize how much of a grift it is. But, one day they'll realize it, and ain't no party like a Diddy party. Look, if you had one shot or one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted in one moment, would you capture it or just let it slip? His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. He's gooning on his sweater already. Mom's spaghetti, he's nervous. But on the surface, he looks calm and ready to drop bombs. But he keeps on forgetting what he wrote down. The whole crowd rolls around. He opens his mouth and the words won't come out. He's joking now. Everybody's joking now. Times run out. Clock's up, over, pow. Snap back to reality. Oop, there goes gravity. Oop, there goes gravity. Won't give up that easy, no. Damn it, that's a good song. You better lose yourself in the music the moment you want it. You never let it go. You only get one shot. Do not let your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime, yo. You better lose yourself in the music the moment you want it. You better never let it go. You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. His soul escaping through this hole that is. This world is mine for the taking. Make me king as we move towards a new world order. A normal life is boring like superstardom. Oh, yeah. I just saw a $100. Is that a $100 super? You gonna give me a $100 super chat, Brony brother? Ain't no party like a Diddy party. Ain't no party like a Diddy party. Oh, we're gonna hang out with a boy tonight. We're gonna hang out with Diddy. Everybody loves Diddy, and they love Witty, and they don't know what to do when tonight. Everybody knows that my beehole is tight. Everybody knows that my beehole is tight. Everybody rocking, everybody rolling. Everybody knows that I ain't trolling. Everybody knows that my booty is so warm. 'Cause I'm the greatest white rapper in the US of A. And all my homeboys, they think that I'm gay. And I don't know why, I'm just that kind of guy. I like Diddy baby oil and I don't know why. Baby oil all over my chest. Baby oil, it is the best. Just like Diddy, just like Witty. Everybody get down now. Everybody get down now. 'Cause you know that I'm the greatest rapper in the US of A. Even if my homeboys, they think that I'm gay. I don't really care what I'm doing right now. I'm doing everything that I want to now. I'm gonna shake my ass all over the floor. I'm gonna shake my ass till you call me a hoe. Gonna shake my ass all day, all night. Gonna shake my ass every day, every night. I like doing this on the YouTubes. Everybody get down. Everybody show. Don't show me your coochie. Don't show me your coochie. Don't show me your wiener. Don't show me that wiener. Everybody likes those wiener pills. Everybody knows that it's a thrill. Everybody rock. Everybody roll. Everybody feel what's going on. I'm the greatest rapper in the US of A. Yo, get this, John Shaw, you don't even know why. I'm the greatest rapper because I sound like this. I sound like Alex Jones, and I've got man tits. Everybody's jealous of my crazy rap skill. I can rap like Alex Jones, and that's a thrill. You don't even know why. You don't even know why. I'm the greatest rapper of all frickin' time. See, you guys, I could drop bars with the best of them because I'm a wig. I'm not going to say the full word, but I'm a wig. All right? Because I'm the greatest white rapper in the U.S. of A. I'm the greatest rapper in the U.S. of A. And all my homeboys, they think that I'm gay. And I don't know why. I'm just that kind of guy. Everybody's so jealous of my skill. Everybody's so jealous, they're thrilled. Everybody wishes they could be like me. Everybody wishes they could be a homie G. All of y'all wish you could rap like me, crap like me, talk like me. All of y'all wish you could rap like me, crap like me, talk like me. All of y'all wish you could be like me. Oh, okay. I gotta stop with this bullshit rap, dude. This shit sucks. It is fun to rap in front of you guys, though, because I like to pretend like I'm totally badass. Like badass. It is pretty fun. I get a weird thrill out of it. Damn, you're very sexy. You want to be like Mike, dude? Yeah, you want to be like me, dude. No, you don't. ET is asking, can you get some affiliate links at all? So ET, what type of products do you like, man? I got to know my audience. You know, I know what kind of content you guys like. I think I know what kind of content you guys like, but I don't really know what kind of products you guys like. So curious, what products do you guys typically look for when you're shopping online? You know what I mean? Like, I know that when I'm making short videos, for example, like when I did my Brooks running shoe short videos, I associated the Brooks Glycerin 22s to the video, to the Cars and Guns. Okay. I don't know. Actually, that's a good Strap-on 3000. That's a good question, though. Are you able to associate gun products on this? It's a really good question. Let me take a look here. You said cars and guns. Okay, well, let's take a look at guns. Well, they don't have guns on there, so cars. We'll look at cars. I found toy cars, but I don't see any real cars. It'd be cool though if you could like link like a Tesla car or something like that. Let's see here, Tesla. Let me see if Tesla. It could be a Tesla salesman. No, they only have toy cars of Teslas. No real Tesla cars. That's a shame. That's a real shame. But I will say, Secrets of the Millionaire Mind though is legitimately one of my favorite books by T. Harv Eker. So it is something I like to encourage people to check out. But no, straight up though, I really do want to recommend, I wouldn't recommend a book per se, but because I don't know how much I can recommend anything technically, but I will say I love T. Harv Eker. He's an incredible author. He is the author of Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, which is linked in the upper right-hand corner. So it is incredible, man. It's a great book. Nah, I'm not going to share my Amazon wish list. I keep that pretty private for the most part. I keep some stuff private. I appreciate the ask, though. I really do. All right, you guys. I am a little bit exhausted. I do have a few things I gotta do and accomplish, and okay. Yep. I do gotta vamoose. It is 5 o'clock, and I do have to end the stream. But I do want to thank you guys. Make sure you guys tap the like button, and if you can, tap the subscribe button too. We need more subscribers, essentially. So if you want to be a subscriber to the channel, great. If not, no big deal. But if you can, tap the like button. Thank you for the love on the raps. Thank you, Ashton Bean. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like. Random Player, of course, is a true brony brother. DJ Santy is talking about all the My Little Ponies. DJ Santy, I love you, bro. Catch y'all later. Peace out. A-Town down. I won't be streaming anymore tonight. Most likely, I'm probably gonna go. If I'm feeling up to it, I might do like an hour-long stream. But chances are I'm probably gonna just do some short videos, then go to bed. But I think tomorrow I'm gonna do quite a bit of. Yeah, I think tomorrow I'm definitely going to do quite a bit of live streaming, though, for sure. All right, well, you guys have an incredible rest of the night. Thank you for liking the stream. Thank you guys for creaming, and I